All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Oslo Innovation Week Wake Up Call. This is the last episode. It's Thursday, and we're about to end Oslo Innovation Week 2021. Now, in this last episode, I have a very nice guest with me. Welcome to Wake Up Call, Axel. Now, I'm not going to introduce you. You can do that yourself. Why don't you say who you are and what you do?
Okay. Hey, my name is Axel Hunter, and I'm the CEO of Astat.
Some might have seen you've been on stage earlier this week, but some might not have been able to watch that. What does Astat do?
So Astat is a new neobank in Norway, and we specialise in catering to the underserved SMB segment. So these are namely small businesses, people with maybe max 2 employees, or enkeltmannsforetak, single people enterprises.
Yeah, cool. This year, Oslo Innovation Week has been a lot about scaling because we want to see more growth companies. What does growth mean to Astat at this stage?
Growth so far for us really meant putting ourselves out there. Astat as a business, we try not to spend too much money. I'd like to rephrase that. Try not to compete with paid advertising in this market, especially in the financial market. It's very expensive. So one of Astat's biggest challenges for growth was to try and do it cost effectively and in a lean manner, as startups should. Yeah. And growth for us is just making sure that we are present, we are available, and we make sure the word that we're trying to send is being put out correctly.
Yeah, cool. One of the things that we want to do by hosting Oslo Innovation Week is kind of getting knowledge sharing spin out and get more growth companies out there. Is there anything specific that you would say Norway or even the Nordics should do more of to kind of make sure that we get more of these companies succeed?
I think as an international coming from London, coming into Norway, there are a couple of things that I was fairly surprised about that restricts the growth of new companies. We can probably spend hours talking about the slow pace of getting hold of a business or setting up a bank account and all of these sort of things. But I think largely for me, I was surprised by the lack of extra relief that's given to new entrepreneurs and new startups. Yeah. Yes, there's initiatives such as Innovation Norway that do some help here and there, but it would be nice to see some extra help in terms of relief on taxation or extra help and guidance on employment. But not only that, it's very, very hard to find talent within Norway. Yeah. So quite often people have to reach out of Norway, but that has also been made very, very difficult by the slow pace it takes to onboard an international.
Yeah, exactly.
So making the borders slightly more open to innovators and entrepreneurs and easing the rules a little bit so that they can do better first year.
Yeah, interesting. Is there any leader that you had one, or don't say yourself, but is there a leader out there that you admire or that you get inspired of?
Yeah, I'm a big Michael Jordan fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So probably not. I guess you're going to get the Steve Jobs and the Bill Gates or whatever. Michael Jordan, top of his game for many years in basketball. Yeah. Always the hardest worker on the court. Yeah. Not only that, he knew how to pull and encourage his team in incredible ways, and that's I think what led to the success of the Bulls in the end. Yeah. Michael Jordan.
Now, if you were not here in Norway during Oslo Innovation Week and you're not leading Astat, if there was one thing you could do that you're not doing, what would that be? Anything?
I ended up being a software engineer and architect, out of London, and that's great for a couple of years. But I always feel like I missed the opportunity to become a doctor. Actually.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
So I maybe if I had some inspiration earlier on in life, I would have become a doctor. Yeah. But instead, entrepreneur, high risk entrepreneur, right? So
it's
different life.
Very different life. Very different life. Yeah. And I mean, becoming a doctor is something that would take some time. But is there something else maybe that you would like, something new that you would like to learn?
So I've always been extremely into cooking. Yeah. And that's what I do to relax and chill out. And I'd love to learn the restaurant business.
Yeah.
So I hope if things go well with this business, afterwards I can dip my toe into restaurants.
Yeah. So retirement is opening up a small restaurant for yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Yeah. Over to your phone, and you're not allowed to say Astat now. What's the second most probably used application on your mobile?
Aside from Astat, I spend a lot of time, of course, on the social media. So you've got LinkedIn and Instagram, for example. But Reddit is actually a really a place where I spend quite a bit of time. There's quite a lot of really great communities, especially entrepreneurial communities and business communities. So Reddit.
Yeah, cool. What would be your secret hidden talent or your superpower, if you will?
So my superpower is my wife.
Okay.
I was trying to think long and hard about this question. So shout out to my wife.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's life as an entrepreneur is not easy, and you have many ideas, and you want to push really, really hard and really fast. And without someone behind you supporting you and helping you in those down days, in those great days, is next to none. So my superpower is my wife. She keeps the company going, keeps me going.
Yeah, that's super nice. Yeah. If you could rewatch a film or a TV series, TV show for the first time, which one would you choose?
I'm a big Guy Ritchie fan.
Yeah.
So you have to say Lock, Stock, and Snatch.
Yeah.
But more recently, he released The Gentleman, which is an incredible movie. So Guy Ritchie, amazing storyteller.
Yeah. Cool. Oslo Innovation Week is coming to an end. We're at the last day. Looking back, it's been a week of a lot of different things to watch and see, and people to meet. Is there one highlight that you want to pull out of the hat for yourself?
Actually, our event was really good, really nice. We had some great speakers. Trond Ruber-Knudsen, we had the CEO of Eden Bull, but it was also co-hosted with the British Embassy.
Yeah.
We touched on building bridges between London and Norway, and that was a very, very nice event with some great speakers.
Yeah. Cool. And I mean, some event organizers are relieved that everything's finished, that it's coming to an end, but we're all also wanting to look forward. Mm-hmm. And there's an Oslo Innovation Week 2022 coming up. Let's start planning. Is there what would you want to see more of?
I hope that our event inspired some more bridge building. In fact, I was reached out by another British company, British startup, who attended this year, and it would be nice to see more international startups, perhaps coming into the Nordics and trying their luck here.
Yeah, cool. Let's hope for that. Now, to end things, at Growth, we always ask our guests if they've received an advice in the past that they want to put forward to our listeners or viewers this time. Any advice at the end?
Yeah, I've learned a lot about myself in this time being an entrepreneur. But I think the one piece of advice I could give is do the best you can with the resources you have in the time that you have.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you so much for coming, Axel.
Thank you.
Now, it's all come to an end. Thank you so much for following us at Growth and Oslo Innovation Week Wake Up Call. Have a very nice day at the last day now at Oslo Innovation Week. Make sure to tune in and check out what events are going on today, and see you maybe next year.